Previously on Ready to Die.
What's up, y'all? Welcome back to my channel. And I know you're probably thinking like, damn, where this girl been? But your girl has been making moves. Your girl has been setting standards, and your girl has been completing these goals. Okay. Oh, really? Yes. I didn't really know what I wanted to post moving forward into this new year, this new season, this new era of life, this new post-pandemic / we still in a pandemic. I didn't really know what direction I wanted to post. So I decided that I'm just gonna morph all these videos, random clips, little skits, and whatnot into what it is today. And this is probably gonna be the biggest recap of 2021. So I have decided that in order for me to fully let go of the person that I once was and the image that I saw myself prior, I had to leave that idea, that image, that person behind, because it only makes sense, right? I know I am always really big on saying, you have to be forever changing. You have to keep moving forward as a staple of growth. But sometimes your growth is definitely stunted. And I definitely learned that over the course of, I guess, two years, in a sense, roughly. I can honestly say that I didn't think that I would be the person that I am today 2 years ago. As seen in the beginning of this first video, that was me graduating 2 years ago with my bachelor's degrees. But I knew I wanted more for myself. So I literally, like any other scholar, I signed up for my master's program that following year. To avoid paying student loans. That's between Biden and God at this point. You feel me? Okay, so let me recap. So post 2019 graduation, I decided I didn't want to pay rent anymore, and I was able to be released from my lease in my apartment. And so boom, I moved back home, and yeah, boom, it started the full panorama. Okay, gyms were closing, churches were switched to a virtual service, and shit. Because I ain't have no job to come home to in my hometown, I blame my sexist branch manager at my bank. That's a different story for a different day. Comment down below, bank fraud, if you want to know the backstory, honey, because, Chile. It was a mess, okay? But yeah, all that in the midst of a pandemic. Okay, so I moved back, boom, semi-settled in, and now I'm broke with a dual degree and no job, back at the house. I blew through my savings, my little savings that I did have, and since times were rough, again, no job. Let me paint the picture. Again, no job, deadly diseases on the loose, okay? After blowing through about 6 months of savings, I didn't know at the time, but God knew it. He had blessed me with a job, and I started working with my sister, and that was fun. That was cool, and it was great. Who doesn't want to work with their loved ones and do stupid stuff at work? Okay, because literally that's all we did. One thing about me, I always have great coworkers. Shout out to all the bad biddies at walk-ons. Okay. Yeah. Anyways. Okay, so let's talk about my love life. So, as everyone knew, I am quote unquote I'm not hopeless, I'm hopeful romantic, okay? Because I'm very optimistic, okay? So let's just put it there. Let's stop there. I like the small things and I love the consistency, okay? So coming home, I started dating this guy. I give every man a 90-day colors test, because let me tell you, and I'm not saying colors like you gotta pass the paper brown bag test. No, not like that. I'm talking about like to show me they true colors, because people are always at least a 90-day fraud okay? Just at least a 90-day fraud. So meaning usually they will show you who they truly are within that time frame. The colors test, okay? So once I started seeing what it is for what it is, and I ain't like that too much, and you know, if you know, you know, and yeah. So if y'all wanted me to tell y'all a little bit more about that, comment down below. Speed demon is what I'm gonna call it. So if y'all want to know the backstory, comment down below. Speed demon, okay? After a few months, well, almost all of 2020 goes by, and I have responsibilities, bills, and I have decided, one, I'm not putting up with the speed demon and the BS, so I moved back home and I finished up my first semester for my master's degree, and I finished my first semester ever with a 4.0. Ever. You know, I kind of cut ties and kind of was focusing more on rehabilitating my mental state and trying to get back to my peace, my zen, you know? I kid you not, you guys. So after that breakup, I was like over dating and I was not really checking for anybody. But then something special happened. Somebody very special to me came back into my life, and wow, I can't stop smiling. It's honestly a great feeling to be reconnected with somebody like that. Okay, so fast forward to now, like the current time. Your girl went on a couple of trips. The things that I've been doing have been to the uplifting and the benefit of my life. I kid you not. I took a trip, an all-girls trip to Jamaica for my friend Casa, who had recently graduated from nursing school. And Jamaica was a freaking blast. Okay, I would always go back to Jamaica. Like, Jamaica is fam out there. Like, it's great. Like, I love the atmosphere, I love the vibes, and you know, I like the so yeah. It was a good vibe, good time. The girls I went with are always down for a good time, so yeah, it's not that often you find a good girl group that you can actually travel and get along with, and honestly, it was amazing. Other than that, that's really what I'm working on. Just trips, making a decent amount of money so I can support myself moving forward, and kind of just going with the flow. I decided that I am no longer, like, I'm gonna stop planning shit, because, you know, God laughs at our plans. Like, believe it or not, like, if you try to make a plan, God is sitting back and laughing at us, because it's just no point. It's no point. He already sees a way for your life to go. And let me just tell you, it's nothing that you can even imagine. So I just decided that I'm going to stop altogether and just kind of go with what feels right, you know? So, like, for me, it just seems like I always was trying to minimize myself in order to be able to be around certain people and kind of, like, function in today's society. But you know what? I'm saying that, okay, fuck that, because, like, you know, who am I trying to impress? I'm not trying to impress nobody. I could care less about anybody's opinions. Like, I've reached the pinnacle of, like, not giving a F anymore, and so, like, I just feel like, you know, at this point, it's up. Like, when you just fall off that point of no return and you just don't even care what others have to think anymore, like, you've reached a new pinnacle in life. Quote me if I'm wrong. Like, let me know, because that's just the way I'm feeling in my little journey that I've been on these past 2 years, okay? And don't get me wrong, I've loved my journey as to getting to where I am today. And again, I'm forever thankful, even for a rough journey, even for whatever I was going through. Like, you know, it is what it is. It's made me who I am today. Bri with the Sunshine, to be exact.